Hi guys, and welcome. Good to see you. If this is your first time here, it is Bold TV. What I do in this channel, I basically do book review. Right now, I only do the book review on my books, okay? And I do have a website as well. The books are available on Amazon, or you can also check it out through my website, and it's www.sorayabooks.com. okay? Anyway, so in the previous video I was talking to you guys about a project I'm working on, still not done. The project is in regards to inheriting friends, and I think I gave you guys few examples of how I guess most people, I would say, we inherit friends directly or indirectly, knowingly or unknowingly. So I'm going to give you guys an example of that, not from my research, but this is just like a casual example from my family. At one point, I had a cousin that was dating this guy. Everybody really liked him, and they looked so good together, right? And he and the boyfriend was really a very likable person, and he basically got along with everyone and everyone's friends and all that. And then one day we just found out that they broke up. And of course, when they broke up, we were not so happy that they broke up. We were all praying that they will, get back together. And every now and then, if we come across him, we will, chat with him, and then we'll tell our cousin that, hey, guess who we met today, blah, blah, blah. And my cousin didn't want to hear one part of it because they broke up. So for her, he's now an enemy, and everyone need to, inherit her enemy, basically. So we were not allowed to talk to him, and she didn't really tell us to hate him, but basically, he's an enemy, and we should all inherit him as our enemy, right? So I don't know if any of you or any one of you have been in that situation. And even like in some families as well, people that go through divorce, you'll find that the daughter is divorced, but the mom is still kind of talking to the ex, right? And the daughter will remind the mom, we're not together anymore. Stop calling him. Stop talking to him, So those are some examples, I would say, of inheriting enemies. But this project that I'm working on is going to be finishing soon, and there's a lot of amazing stories in there. So I'll keep you guys posted in that regards. So today I'm just gonna go into this book again. The title of the book is What Does Trust Mean to You? What does trust mean to you? The idea behind this book, it's actually a bestseller, still bestseller right now on Amazon. It's been in the bestsellers list since last year, so it's really doing well. And a lot of people seem to, resonate with a lot of the stories that are in this book. And today I'm just gonna jump into page 187, and that is chapter 2. Basically, it's in regards to workplace betrayals. And of course, unless you own your businesses, or before you own a business at one point, I guarantee you are working for someone else. Or if you are still working for someone right now, you have your business, this is something you are doing on the side. So workplace is an amazing environment. It's an amazing environment for growth. You can get along with a lot of great colleagues. There is a lot to learn from the workplace environment, and it's more like your second home. So if you haven't been in the workplace environment because you own your business, try it sometimes. Just go and try to work for someone and try to find out how workplace environment is. It's very interesting. It also can be very diverse. You'll come across people from so many countries, different walks of lives, different stories, different characters. And yeah, so it's an amazing place. It's like a community. It's just a different version of college. Like if you're in college or school or whatnot, you will still find out that you have people from different background. That is the same idea. I don't know why I'm explaining workplace, but yeah, for someone that hasn't been in a workplace environment, that is the type of environment that workplace is like. And sometimes you'll find very good experience, interesting experience, not so good experience, but it's very important that you go into a workplace environment with a positive attitude, and one of the attitudes is, make sure you get your training well, try to get your work done, take your breaks, and if you go for lunch, come back to continue your work on time. There's a workplace culture that also you get to understand depending on where you're working. Okay? Anyways, so back to the review. So today I'm reviewing this book, and we are on, I chose a story on page 187. And this is a story of someone, this guy used to be an addict, and a heroin addict. Basically, he was on drug for some time, and he tried to, get clean, stop taking drugs and whatnot, and he was hired at this particular restaurant. So he's been working in that place nicely without any issues for about 3 years. And then, of course, one day, there was an elder, not really a senior. I think the lady had retired, but she came back to work. That was the story. I don't think I put the retired part in here. But anyways, so the lady had retired, but of course, sometime when you retire and you decide that, you just want to go back to the workforce, which is very acceptable anyways. So this employee told his colleague about his addict. He's like, you know what, I know I can trust you now. I've worked here for 3 years, and what I wanted to tell you is that, I used to be, or rather he told the lady that he used to be a heroin addict for 3 years, but he's been clean for 3 years. Because he was happy about his progress. So he was just trying to tell someone about his progress. And the woman was like, oh, thank you for letting me know, blah, blah, blah. And of course, a few days later, he got sick. He had the flu, he was throwing up and whatnot. So of course, he called in, he didn't come to work. And then, of course, the lady went and told his boss that, guess what, you know why he's not in today? It is not the flu. It's because, he's an addict. He's still into heroin, and that's why. Oh, maybe am I not supposed? Okay, I'm not supposed to say that. I don't think I'm supposed to say the word YouTube. Anyways, so he didn't come to work because because of his addiction, and it's not that he's sick. And then of course, you know what the boss does? The boss didn't do anything at the time, and then towards the end of the day, he calls work again. He calls work to tell his boss that I'm still not well, I will not be coming to work, I'm still throwing up. And then of course, the boss goes back and tells the employee, oh my God, he just called and he said he's still not feeling well. And the employee's like, no, I told you, it is the addiction. Which is really bad, because sometimes people really try so hard, and addiction is very, very hard. And if someone is really trying to get out of it, and you as an employee, your colleague confides in you, and the person has been clean for over 3 years, respect that. The person trusted you, Just keep that information to yourself. What do you have to tell your boss? So long story short, the boss called him and he was fired. And I think that is because that was few years back that this happened, and I don't know how it works now as far as human resources system is, as far as firing and hiring. But anyways, guys, that's the story for today.